Well, it seems like this thing will quickly reach regional proportion because now you have the United States deploying nuclear powered assets to the Mediterranean with the submarines. She's deploying carrier groups. This does not seem as if it is to prevent war. This seems that this is to, in the event of a reprisal, this is to escalate into war.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, what do you believe that even with America's help, that Israel could be successful? I mean, Iran has regional dominance and regional escalatory dominance. So why, especially at a time when America's economy is collapsing, she's trying to pivot to Asia, and at the same time, she's getting the brakes beat off of her in Ukraine. Why would she deploy assets to the Mediterranean to try to confront Iran, especially when Israel is the one that's out of pocket?
Yeah, well, there is this widespread belief in the West that Iran is the cause of all these problems in the Middle East. If we just get rid of Iran, all of our problems will be over. Happy days are here again. I mean, come on. That's that takes stupidity to a new low. Um, what's we're in a situation. Uh, imagine this is like Muhammad Ali at the end of his career. There was a time where you got in the ring with that man, you were going to go out, feet first. Okay, he's going to put you down. But there came a time where he could no longer fight,
Mhm.
and we know he was probably suffering early stages of Parkinson's disease, but couldn't fight, and we got get beat. I think there are a lot of countries in the Middle East that still think that the United States is like Muhammad Ali in his prime.
Mhm.
And what they're going to find out is that just as happened with Ali, we've gotten fat and old, you know, and we can't fight like we once. I mean, look at the Houthis. We've put a carrier task force group there in the Red Sea to stop the Houthis, and basically they kicked our ass. Uh, you know, we we didn't stop them. We bombed them a lot. Couldn't stop them. There were reports yesterday that two of the U.S. Destroyers, one of them,
Mhm.
the USS Cole, which I thought, boy, there's a blast from the past, literally, because the Cole was the one that was targeted by Osama bin Laden's Al Qaeda members off the coast of Yemen back in uh, 1999, 2000. I guess it was 2000, October 2000. So, hey, it's back to Yemen. That ship when it gets around Yemen, man, it's like a bullet magnet, I think. So, um, they're agitating for this war, and Iran has a lot of capabilities, especially since it's aligned with Russia. They've got a much deeper military relationship that has developed over the last 10 years, and it got serious 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when they started planning for, and then in 2019 actually did an exercise of a joint military exercise with the Chinese. So part of what's been going on over the last 2 weeks. Russia's been sending in. This is my belief. I can't prove it, but the movement of the aircraft are consistent with this. That Russia has deployed air defense systems, including probably the S-400. They could have gone as high as the S-500. These are anti-ballistic missile defense systems. So they're capable of shooting down an Israeli ballistic missile carrying a nuclear warhead, number one. Number two, they've got electronic warfare equipment in place as well. Then the Russians have sent crews to actually operate those systems, those weapon systems. Uh, the Iranians will work alongside them, but at least they got Russians who know, where the start button is, and where the steering wheel is. What you need to do to aim it and drive it.
Mhm.
So that creates a different kind of potential threat. I think Russia has been counseling Iran not to go, whole hog in whipping up on Israel. But I think we can be confident of one thing: Iran is going to hit Israel and give it more than a bloody nose.
Mm.